All right, here we are. It's Wednesday, and today, which day is today? Which day? Which day? It's the 28th of August. And I got some blue fingernails made by my daughter.
Mhm.
Mhm, mhm.
I don't.
Yeah, that's a good thing, I think. All right. Well, how are you doing, Seth? You're in the other room somewhere.
I am in our loft, and it's a wonderful space to get things done and focused. So,
So we actually have been, can we just chat a little bit before we show what we have ready and we'll send out later today? Um, we have been digging deep into AI in the past year. I actually, for me, year and a half, but you also extremely in the past year. And what have you discovered, like, from that's totally like improvised all right now, but I was just thinking, like, what have you discovered for yourself in regards to AI in your field?
um, what I discovered is there's a lot of people scrambling all at once at the same time in many directions, trying to figure out how this new thing can be actually useful. So there's a lot of buzz and excitement, and it is for good reason. Both Ketcher and I have kind of gotten to the point where we don't function a single day without using AI. It's just so much faster, all the way from programming and coming up with tools and ideas to facilitate things that are it's just so much faster. And
Yeah.
that is one of it's game changing. It's like when Google first came out a long time ago. It was like the library of the universe. You didn't have to walk into a library anymore. There's Google. Boom.
It's
So
true.
now,
Yeah, it became like normally, I mean, also I really, really love libraries. But it did become the library in the digital space.
yeah.
Now, can I
So
ask you something? What do you open up in, like, when you go to your regular work day and work on Blend Precisely? Do you open up Google or do you open up a tool, an AI tool?
it's shifted a lot. I was hanging on to Google and other web browsers or search engines, and because it's just a familiar place, and it just became so obvious. I rarely go to Google now.
Isn't
Um,
that funny? Yeah.
yeah,
Same for me. I find myself going to Google, yeah, maybe just a few times a week, but not really. And they have also, have you seen that they have implemented this AI thing right below their search field? And I think Jackie and I have been talking about that very quickly online as well. It's like, oh, now they do that, but it's not as helpful actually as many other AI tools we are working with. But yeah, I mean, it's been a crazy fast, incredibly fast ride, and changes have been left and right, and is like, for me, this is mind-blowing, absolutely mind-blowing. If someone isn't using it yet, I don't even know what they're doing.
yeah. So we're looking at this and saying, well, how can we help you?
Yeah.
Because we do have a lot of excitement about it, and it just helped us so much. I think that the interesting part of it is what can you do with it and what can you not do with it? Where is it more beneficial
Yeah.
to use like an app? And I had that question answered for me this morning, actually, when I went to Stripe, where we see what the heck is happening with people and money and all sorts of things. And I discovered a thing called Stripe Workbench. And in my world, I'm always trying to figure out how do I get the right data and the pieces of data in what form. And Stripe has a huge pile of that. And I finally discovered a way to see exact examples from you, our customers, and to see what is happening so that I can use the data better. And I can't imagine any way that AI in its current form could possibly do that.
No, I think unless basically AI comes directly to Stripe and they have their internal system, maybe. And I think like every platform almost has that at this point, that they somehow incorporate AI in some way. And yeah, it's becoming unthinkable. But for you as a programmer, I think it is like heaven on earth, because you have all the basic knowledge basically, to not just the basic, but I mean the expert knowledge to get out AI agents, AI tools much faster than any of us, I guess, that are not familiar. And I did have a humble experience with it, and it works internally really great. And I've been building my own little tools at this point. I have seen scripts enough that it doesn't look as boring to me anymore as it used to. But um, yeah,
So Katrine is in fact being humble.
no.
I think I've been more impressed by what she was able to do with AI without my help, developing code and putting it into different arenas and asking questions, and she just keeps iterating until she gets a good result. It's of course much faster for somebody that knows has a targeted skill, but
Oh yeah, yeah.
but it is possible to wind your way around if you are just aware of the right tools to use, like just for example, like Make, and
Exactly.
there's a bunch of other tools that now have integrations and AI components in them. So the whole world is shifting really fast,
Really, really fast.
really
Yeah.
fast. Yeah.
So we do have a new tool, and that was also baking in my head, where I often create something where my own frustration comes in and my own experience of I love systems. So I think if Seth knows me, I like lists, I like systems, I like to plan, I like to uh, search for efficiency. And I think as a solopreneur, we do need to be truly efficient and get a lot of things done throughout the day. And not only get them done, not a lot of things, but get the right things done quickly so we can actually become profitable in our businesses. And
Well,
so, mhm.
yeah, if I can just add in, we have a story from, I don't even know how long ago. Was it 10 years ago? Maybe even longer.
Oh,
Um, Katrine and I were in a trade show,
oh,
and
yes, yes.
we were somewhat new to doing things with online tools and whatnot. And there was this one lady that liked Katrine's product, which was a travel belt for women at the time. And we had this big, beautiful booth, and this very experienced lady walked in our booth, and she was a business advisor. And we were just saying, "You got any free advice for us?"
Well,
And
you were saying that because you're the chatty one.
that's me. Okay. And so her simple piece of advice is get your tools together.
Yeah.
And we remember this one experience because it's been proven correct year after
Oh
year
my
after
God.
year. And it's even more so now.
Having
So
your systems in place, getting the tools together that allow you efficiency and speed, and also, of course, accuracy. That's where Blend Precisely comes in, by the way. But yeah, so in general, having the tools in place, and I think we didn't realize that for another couple of years down the road. But suddenly, when you start growing your business and you're like, oh my God, the emails are coming in, and this is what you need to do in content creation, social media, and blog post writing, and videos and podcasts, and like what on earth are you going to do as a single person, work like 24-hour days, right? So I think she was so right, that person. I just didn't know at that time back then, but that's actually, almost like 13 years ago now.
Yeah, it's a while back. Yeah.
And I would say we have our tools in place, and we have learned a lot, and we have systemized a lot. Otherwise, I don't think we could run all these businesses without our systems at this point, and standard operating procedures. But yeah, so that was a nice little chat. I don't think we have ever done that. But are you ready
Mhm.
to share what's coming their way today, or anybody that wants to try it out?
Yeah,
So
sure.
why don't you explain quickly why I wanted that? Do you
Okay.
actually know why I wanted
I
it?
do. I do. Yeah. So one of the things that is most time consuming for indie businesses, small entrepreneurs, is the time it takes to come up with artwork, to come up with content that you want to put on Instagram or Facebook or a multitude of places. And there's tools like Later or Buffer that allow you to create content and then ship it out to these different social media accounts. But there's nothing like what you can do with AI that really integrates it and goes beyond just those social media accounts. So this was an effort spearheaded by Katrin because she's in that hot seat all the time and she's continually creating content. So she found a better way, and we'd like to share
Yeah,
it with you.
yeah, yeah. So, you want to take it away? I'm going to put us, yeah, in
Yeah,
the
sure. I'm
center.
going to click a few buttons here.
Yeah. So I think this is going to be as helpful for you as it is for me. So yeah, we are in the content creation space, and the content creation space is just really important to experience to give our customers the knowledge of who we are and what we do. So what we have created now is an automated tool. And I always say, if you can just exactly stop there, or can you like enlarge this email, actually, just like make it a bigger one, like double click in it and make it a full screen one.
Let's see if I
So
can.
yeah, let me just talk a little bit about it. So when the way I create content, and that is my way, and you might have a different way, I have been doing this for years now, that I go and create one large piece of content. So, for example, I create one large piece of content like a blog post, or I create a piece of content, double click into the email just on the left hand side.
Yeah,
No.
it's a different animal here.
Oh, you have a different animal. But no, I meant where it says Blend Precisely Academy, the email that is highlighted. Yeah. Okay, no, never mind. So when I create the content, it's basically like one large piece of content. And what I mostly do, often my ideas come through walks, or on the weekend, or when I sit outside with my first cup of coffee at 3:30 in the morning sometimes. So that's when my ideas come about content creation. And then I just jot down a few ideas. And then when I find the time to actually write a piece, I write a little bit longer, a little bit of a longer piece. And now, since we have our AI studio as well, that lets you create entire blog posts, all you need is literally at this point a few lines of your thoughts. And then you go to our AI studio, you create a full on blog post. And then the next trick is, you want to repurpose your content over and over again. So, with this one large piece of content, you now can create, with the tool we developed here, you can now create 19 pieces of content and images. And that is something we couldn't do before. It's something you still can't do even if you use a regular OpenAI tool. You won't have the possibility to have this output of an enormous long, almost, I think, 15, 16 pages long content return, basically, or output from your one single content piece. And so the one single content piece is your blog post. Also, what I use often is the transcripts of a video, or if you have a podcast, you can use that transcript as well. And then it develops basically or sends it through. And within the fastest one I got back was 45 seconds. I got 19 pieces of content back. And the slowest one was, I think, 1 minute and 45 seconds. But we said under 3 minutes, you will put in one piece of content and you get 19 pieces of content back into your email. And that is something I haven't had before, and I love it.
Right. So, did you want to go through just the 19 pieces that were given, or do you want to?
Yeah, so why don't you go through the content? I mean, obviously, you, Seth, coming from Alaska, you chose an Alaska piece, and we took this one as an example.
Yeah, hiking in Alaska. Yeah.
You want to go back to Alaska, huh?
Oh, I
I
kind of
get
like
it,
that
but
place.
I mean
Yep, I sure do.
so
Okay, so this was an arbitrary post about hiking in Alaska, and so I'll let you take it from there, Katrin.
yeah, you basically used this post as your test post the whole time, didn't you? I saw a lot of Alaska hikers come through.
Yeah.
So the very first piece of content you're going to get back is a paraphrased content piece. And I had Jackie test it already, and she said it would be really good to know what kind of content pieces go with what. And we have prepared that, and you will also get this. So from what to do with each of these pieces. So the paraphrased content is often when you think about, you put a blog post out, and then you maybe can do a guest article somewhere. So you simply take your blog post or you take your transcript, and then you can actually paraphrase it through this tool and send it off to as a guest blog post. Or you have to rewrite your blog post. What Neil Patel always says, try to update your blog posts on a regular basis so the SEO is working much better. So that's where the paraphrase content comes in. It basically takes your original text and paraphrases it into a different content piece. Really cool. I love this, and it's pretty long as well. Next. The revamped long form post, something where you want to just see a completely revamped post. It uses a different type of headings and subheadings, a different way. So this one is completely revamped. The other one is paraphrased and stays in the same style, more or less. This one is revamped, that it basically rewrites your entire blog post once. Next. Okay, a blog post title with emojis, super important. It needs to be also, by the way, all of these posts have custom engineered prompts in the back end, which you will not get right now by just posting something somewhere. So these ones are very much looking at how a piece should be written or how a subject line can get the attention of the reader. So you will get a blog post title with emojis.
Yeah, just to interject quickly, there is now a profession called prompt engineering, which is so there's a lot of care and iteration and curating of how to write something that gives you an accurate result rather than hallucinations, as they say in the AI world.
True. So, and that's what we are using. We are using prompt engineering. And it is sometimes our prompts are up to 2 pages long. So it's not just a simple show me a hiking trail. It will be much more detailed. And for that reason, it's called, I think, prompt engineering as well. So you will get a blog post title back. Then you will get a social media snippet back for Twitter. You will get an Instagram post teaser with hashtags back for Instagram. For Facebook, you can, there are the hashtags. Then for Facebook as well. Pinterest, if you have Pinterest. And each of these platforms writes it all a little bit different because there are different character limits. There is a different way of communicating on those platforms. Then you have a TikTok teaser as well. I love, love, love the key takeaways these ones are great to put under a video. These ones are really good to send off to a customer when they're asking about, maybe you're writing about a certain essential oils. And then the key takeaways are really quick overviews of what your entire blog post, because a lot of people start scanning. So you can give them the opportunity of just reading through the key takeaways. The next one is frequently asked question. One of the most underused yet most underused yet best SEO ways of getting your ranking up and going is FAQs. So we are providing those frequently asked questions, and it's really cool because it gives you the question and the answer at the same time. All you need to do is copy and paste it into your website.
Yeah.
The video transcript. So let's say you actually created a blog post and now you want to create a video. Now you have a video transcript summary where you basically can put your own video together with a few nuggets of what you want to talk about in the video. Now, if you had a transcript, you can use it as a video transcript just to put it under your videos. Short form video script. We all know that the short form videos are out for YouTube. And then we also have the next one is a real one. So where you can just get ideas and say something and then overlay them with images and video. Then you have a podcast outline. Really, really cool. So let's say you want to interview someone for 10 minutes or 15 minutes or anything like this. You're getting here an entire podcast outline with introduction and then overview and how you can segment it. Then you will get prompts for thumbnail images. So these type of prompts, you can use part of the prompt, you can use the entire prompt. It will give you, you can use it in our AI Studio tool. We have DALL-E in there as well. We are working with our AI Studio tool with the latest AI technology always. So you can actually put this thumbnail. Can you just highlight the entire text there for a moment, please? So this one, this one, for example, is the entire text, what you can put in, and then you will get an image, a very precise image back, or you can just choose maybe the wildlife or maybe the foreground in this case or something else.
You feel adventurous? Can we just do that in the tool?
I think right now, because I have another call, we need to keep it a little bit short.
All right.
All right. So next is another one, just another version. And here you can just see we often need different versions. You want to have a different one for Facebook, a different one for Instagram, a different one for Pinterest. So you can use different images. So it doesn't always look the same and you're actually creating new content.
Okay.
And then there's an image description. You want to use this one partially as if you want to describe an image. Again, we are always thinking about SEO. You can put also a part of this into the alt text as an image description. So as long as you have repetition going on your website, on your blog posts, on your videos, but always differently worded with the same type of keywords, super important. So we give that to you here. Then you get an email teaser. You can just simply send it to your email list. And then you also have a Midjourney image prompt, which will allow you to create some stunning Midjourney images. I think you're tired. You've been working a lot.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So the Midjourney prompt, I use Midjourney almost exclusively because I think it works much, much better than DALL-E. Or DALL-E, or however they call it. But there are some other great image tools coming up at this point, and you will be able to use any of these prompts in any tool you have. Now, we do have our AI Studio, and I'm going to link, actually, let me just link this here, because it's free to try. And I would suggest you give it a try and take any of these ones and also try to create an AI post. And if you haven't seen the studio yet, I would highly encourage you to go there and simply sign up for a free account, and then you can go in and use it over and over again. For some reason it didn't get sent, but I will try it again. But as always, you will receive an email. You can rewatch everything on YouTube, and then that's pretty much it. Just one more thing.
Sorry.
It's funny how it is distracting to me, and I always think it's on my side. So one more thing is coming up, and I've been asked that numerous times, but I will go live separately. I will open up a private coaching program, and it's going to start in September, but I will only take 10 spots. So I just wanted to bring that out already because I know a few people have been asking. And I've been saying no, because I really wanted to give it a good thought. Just because in August I took a month off pretty much and reimagined my entire business. And of course, our business on the Blend Precisely side, but the coaching part is my business side. And I've been reimagining it. And so I'm opening up a 10-spot private coaching program. And you will see more information about that later today as well. And then we're going to start the rest of the year extremely powerful. I'm really looking forward to the rest of the year.
Go team.
Go team. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this one is going to be a super helpful tool. And we'll be sending it out when today, later today, or tomorrow morning? I'm not sure, Seth.
Let's go for tomorrow morning, but try and beat that mark.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. Talk to you soon. Bye. Ciao, ciao.